As with all health issues, the answer to the problem is always going to be how effectively you're able to address the underlying root causes. Joint health is exactly the same. If you effectively address the root causes, you can have joint comfort. If you do not, you will always have joint discomfort. Hi, my name is Phil. I'm with Silver Fern Brand. Yes, we're a digestive health company, but the truth is we're a science-based company and we're just smart about how we build out products. We understand what the root causes are first to the problem, and then we address those root causes as effectively as we possibly can, okay? So what is the list? Let's go. What is the list of issues, underlying root cause issues for joint health? Okay, here's the list. Ready? And by the way, we're a supplement company. I have to speak in code. We have to follow certain regulatory restrictions, so you got to work with me on what I'm trying to say based upon the fact that I'm a supplement company. Those are just the rules, okay? Here we go. Here's the list. 1, unhealthy inflammatory responses, or we can also call it inflammatory imbalance. Number 2, cartilage degradation or breakdown. Number 3, collagen deterioration. Number 4, reduced joint lubrication. 5, oxidative stress. 6, discomfort and limited mobility. And when you get to what causes these, because there's a cause for these, here is your list. Ready? 1, normal wear and tear over time, aging, just going about life. 2, immune dysfunctions or imbalances. I like to say, because remember we're speaking in code here, hyperreactive immune issues, overreactive immune issues, immune intolerances, however you want to say that, the immune system is not working the way it's supposed to. It promotes unhealthy inflammatory responses throughout the system, including the joints, and that is a cause. Number 3, ligament and tendon stress from overuse and minor strains. And 4, repetitive motion and joint overload. Basically speaking, when you beat the crap out of your body, it's going to hurt and it's going to damage the body. And then when a person's immune system is not working as it's supposed to, it is going to cause a reaction in the joints, and that causes discomfort, right? So the answer that Silver Fern Brand suggests is joint complex. Joint complex contains, once again, we're going super sciencey. If you know Silver Fern Brand at all, we love clinically studied ingredients. We love them at the clinical doses. We like to do things right, and then we try to just present you information for you to make an educated choice. We assume you're going to go study it, just so you're aware, meaning you're going to go look it up and you're going to figure this stuff out for yourself. So just that's what we do. I provide information and you do what you do, okay? So joint complex has 3 clinically studied branded ingredients at the clinical doses. AprèsFlex, which is extremely popular because it works. Ovomet and Collavant N2, right? So when you break down what is in these ingredients, because a lot of people are used to the generic branded ingredient names, here is what these 3 ingredients are going to provide. Ready? Here's the list. Boswellia, just a Boswellia extract. Collagen, types 1, 2, 5, and 10. Hyaluronic acid, glucosamine, and chondroitin sulfate. And then these ingredients, especially when you're using clinically studied ingredients in the correct doses, and they then in turn help with 3 things. 1, they support joint comfort. 2, mobility. And 3, cartilage health. So once again, 3 clinically studied ingredients at the clinical doses. Here is what you should expect from joint complex, right? If your joint discomfort issues are associated from wear and tear and getting old and being active and beating up your body like I have done, 5 shoulder surgeries, 2 knee surgeries, elbow surgery, I'm due elbow surgery, I'm due back surgery, I've broken knees, collarbone, I've bruised ribs, I've broken toes, everything, right? So if you're like me, if you fit into my category, you should start seeing significant improvement in the first 30 days. AprèsFlex and Ovomet, the research suggests a significant improvement in the first 30 days. They actually say in the first 5 to 7 days, you'll start to notice it. Let's just say 30 days. And then the Collavant N2, which is helping with immune tolerance, immune response, whatever, it takes 3 to 6 months, right? So here's what you should expect. Wear and tear related issues, you should start to notice improvements in the first 30 days. I would suggest 3 to 6 months is going to be where it really pops. So I'm going to give a real quick personal experience. Once again, Silver Fern, by the way, we formulate products because we need them, and then we don't launch them until they work for us, just so you're aware. We don't have some random team creating products for random people because the analytics on social media say, hey, joint products or liver product or stress is hot right now. We don't do that. We're like, hey, we have a problem. Let's address the problem. Let's address it in the most effective way possible. If we notice it and we notice it better than what's available on the market from other products, not to take away from other products, but if we can formulate something that's more effective, then we do so. If we can't, we don't. That's how we do things. So as of February 2025, I really hurt even getting in my car in the morning, okay? My joints are just not healthy. Now, mine are not caused by immune dysfunction issues. They're not. I'll get to that in a second. My issues started to improve in 30 days. Like I felt like I noticed it pretty well. By 6 months, I noticed nothing but just some small twinges. And now we are in November of 2025. No issues. No issues. The reason I'm saying this is because I'm trying to set expectations. If you want a quick fix to joint issues, go take ibuprofen. That's not what we're offering, okay? So if you want to address the underlying root causes to help restore healthy joint function, I think is what I'm allowed to say, that's joint complex. If you have immune dysfunction issues, this is going to take longer. You're now in the 3 to 6 month bucket. I do not have data to suggest that doubling the dose helps. In theory, it would help things faster. I mean, in theory, it would do that. I just don't have the clinical research to say that works. And I didn't take it that way, so I can't say that it does that, okay? And last but not least, as you might be aware, I'm going to throw this out at the end. So joint complex works really well. That said, if you have immune dysfunctions, you have an intolerant, untrained, and undisciplined immune system. It does not need to be suppressed, and it does not need to be restricted. That's not smart. You want to retrain it, you want to make it tolerant, and you want to do it in the correct way. If you need help with that, we're very good at it. Please send us a direct message and say, hey, I need help with my immune system. Or just say, I need help with a protocol. Because gut health directly affects your immune function. Obviously, 70 to 80% of your immune cells reside around your gut. So those are the options. So if you just want a really, really, really good joint product that works very effectively, that's Joint Complex. There you go. Thanks. Bye.